Ready? We're rolling. We're rolling. We're ready. We're rolling. Yes. Oh, thank you. I didn't know you're rolling, man. Thank you. What's up, everyone? This is the one and only Mathez of Mathez on Air podcast. We are available on YouTube as Mathez on Air. On TikTok is Mathez on Air podcast. On YouTube is Mathez on Air podcast. On Facebook, Mathez on Air podcast. On Instagram is Mathez on Air podcast as well. Yes, please subscribe to the channel and like when we drop so that we can know. I appreciate everyone who stayed in our channel every week in, week out. Yes, we're still building. We are there. We are in the early stage, but I appreciate everyone that subscribed to the channel. It means a lot to us to grow as a channel and have more inspired by the other YouTube podcasts that are out there that are doing amazing stuff. And we're looking forward to them, and we appreciate them, we thank them, we are learning through a lot from them as well. We are growing as well at the same time. First thing first, I'd like to appreciate people that watched last week podcast number 19, which was so special to me, whereby my son, I couldn't understand his writing, what he was writing on that piece of paper that he was writing, whereby he said he wanted to ask me questions, he wanted to find out about me. He was so happy. He interviewed me. I think it took us 15 to 12 minutes where he asked me questions, find out about me, things that he wanted to ask me. And interesting thing is to move focus into my podcast and music and DJing space. I thought he was going to ask me very, very personal question, want to find out more when he was made, what was happening. By the way, he didn't even go in that route. His mind was into radio, podcasting, DJing and stuff like that. But I appreciate it. And I give him a platform. I think I have an idea whereby I must give him a platform during school holidays. He can do that as well because he start playing soccer. He can start switching into podcast. Maybe we'll never know. I might end up having a kids podcast where he interacts with kids, his age group, the challenges that the kids facing, the early career guidance for the kids and stuff like that. Yeah. Anyway, who knows? Yeah. And another thing I like to appreciate our sponsors, Ice Party. They've been with us since day one. They supply ice cube from 2 kg, 3 kg, 5 kg, 10 kg for corporates, a funeral, wedding, parties, anything else you can think of, any event, yes. And they also do purified water. And they also do water bottles branding if you have a water. For your office, you want your company to be branded with the name of your company, they can do that as well with the purified water. We have a guest or more or less like branding your water bottles. Yeah, and the water is purified as well. You can keep in contact with them. Check their website. It's www.icebody.co.za, and their contact details, their emails, they're there on their website as well, and they're also on social medias. Just check Ice Body with it's ICEBUDY.co.za. Once you check them, Ice Body, you'll see the website with ice cubes going up and down there. Then you know you reach the correct one, because there are a lot of scammers out there. When they see this companies doing one, then they try to beat them. Yeah, just check on them. They've been with us since day one. And I also invite all other upcoming businesses. You can come on board and advertise with us. Remember, when you advertise your business, and you also help our podcast to grow as well, so that people, they can able to reach us as well. I appreciate that advice since day one. They've been with us, which is awesome stuff. Yes, and opportunities still open with me here, whereby I've mentioned before that I've loved to have a co-host. Previously, I would say it would be nice to have a female so that we can exchange dialogue and ideas. But now I've decided, like, anyone who feel like he can co-host with me is more than welcome to have this conversation going, to grow together, and to make this platform more interesting and more fun, so that both of us, we can jail around within the podcast background and the podcast fraternity, the new ways of radio. Because some of us, we come from the radio background or a radio experience, whereby we love it from there, and then we move with times where things are moving to digital. We switch to digital. When things are moved to podcast, we are there into podcast. Yes, that's the only way we can move forward. But if you're out there, you want to be part of my podcast, you can send an email. Email is mathezonairpodcast@gmail.com, or you can follow me on the socials, whether it's Instagram, it's Twitter. No, not on Twitter. It's Instagram, it's Facebook, it's TikTok, or here on YouTube. You can send a message, or you can drop your details on the comment below, and then we'll be able to keep in contact with you and move forward this movement. Remember, the good thing about me, a mobile podcast, I can record anywhere else. I can record in the sea, in the ocean, in the moon, anywhere else. These equipment that we use in, they are mobile. They are not stricted to say that you are only in one position or in one location. Yeah, feel free to reach out to me, and then we'll take it from there. And I appreciate you have someone that have the same interest, the same love of podcasting or broadcasting or presenting or radio or TV, or not shy to be in front of camera. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, I'm more than welcome to come through. We can take this thing to the next step and love it and grow all of it together as well. Yes, yeah. Because of that podcast of me and my son last week, I couldn't record a podcast because I was so overwhelmed with the way he questioned me, the questions, the way all it went through. I ended up dropping that podcast on Sunday to cover our last week podcast, because remember, we drop every Tuesday 8 p.m. on the YouTube channel. Make that reminder, click at the ring button when we drop, so that you can be aware of it. Yeah. And a good thing about last week, I've managed to watch, is it week before last week, when I was watching Tamia and Senenya, where he was in South Africa. What a performance, what a musician, what a performer, someone who can reach the crowd, can be able to interact with the crowd. It was amazing for Tamia to be in South Africa. If you're there as well, please share your experience with us and let us know how was the experience on the comments video here. And talking about Tamia, there's a good thing that I love this country. The good thing that really touches me, and I was so excited about Caster Semenya. She won the case that had been suspended for Athletics South Africa by the court in Switzerland, where they will say, hey, Caster is using this and that. But he won the case to be able to raise again, appeal. He won the case. Pick up to Caster. All the best. Only thing I can say to you, Caster can clap her hands for you, right? To say that we are here with you, we support you, we know you are the best, and we stand together for you. Yes, so talking about Caster, in terms of the female fraternity, pick up to Banyana. Managed to win their first game in World Cup with Sweden, where they lost 2-1. I saw the hunger, I saw the excitement, I saw the teamwork. Even if they lost, but they show that they are hungry to take this into the next level. I'm looking forward to a game on Friday with Argentina. Hopefully they'll do the best as well. We can do it. I'm behind them. I believe that they can do much better as well as the ladies of this country. And then one other thing that touches me was Rosemary Ndlovu. Hey, if some of you remember Rosemary Ndlovu, she's been going through cases, a lot of cases in regards to murder and other stuff. There is a movie on Netflix that is talking about her life, which was very interesting for me to see that there's someone saw an opportunity. As much as at Tabopester's case, people were debating like who this must be an actor, who must be an actor. But someone saw opportunity for Rosemary Ndlovu and said, you know what, let me do the movie while people are still running around there and there. Yeah, I talk about the movie. There's a new movie called Biopower, which is talk about Mandela's life, which the main actor was Mandela, who is a brilliant actor, will be taking that movie. I think it's coming out in the next few weeks. That movie by Mandela, the life of Mandela. I'm looking forward to it as well. And then a pick up to podcast and chill. They reach 1 million subscribers, and they've got an event that's coming Sunday at Senenya in Pretoria. It shows that anything is possible as a black child. You don't have to start big. You can start small, and someone will identify you. The more you keep consistent and keep your subscribers, people around you, you grow with them. Who will believe that a podcast from Meiji can reach 1 million? Here they are, and they are going bigger and bigger and bigger. Big up to Meiji and his team. You guys inspire us to start things like this, like a podcast, to say that we can do it as long as we've got the same passion for radio, same passion for podcast. I appreciate Meiji, man. All the best. I don't lie, all the best. Yeah, talk about the good things. There's a lady that was trending, I think it was before last week, where the uncle, he took a photo of her with Albany bread, and then that photo ended up reaching Albany people to come to that lady, and people, they say, hey, they must give that lady money, hey, they must give me ambassador, wara wara. But the uncle was just doing his photographic work, and end up photo that ended up trending. And I see people go to the Pakistani shop, say, I want the bread with the little girl there. Yeah, yeah, South Africa is another movie, man. Talking about South Africa, it's a movie, man. Yo, Joburg, that explosion. Some say it's gas, some say it's illegal miners, and now expanded to Captain Park as well. Yo, it's very, very disturbing to see Joburg into that way. See the quantums like you. It's just like a container or a tin of beer hit by a car, flying high in a quantum. And there was this guy wearing white when I watched those videos. That guy, I respect his ancestors. They are very, very strong. He nearly lost his life like that. Yeah, and it was so disturbing. But someone say the city of gold, the gold want to come out now because they say the city of gold. And some people already showing IR photos doing fishing so in those things. I'm like, in Zanzi, it's a movie, man. Anything can turn around. The disaster or the tragedy can turn into something, someone else, a dream, or someone else, they can turn it into something, make living out of it. Yes. Talk about good things again. We celebrated Mandela Day last week. Big up to Nelson Mandela. We're still with you. We appreciate things that you've done for the country. And I see the way unveiling the stage of him in the Eastern Cape. But my worry is like, if we know everything about him, we've got enough stages, but now we need to fight load shedding, not making another stage of Madiba. We know Madiba, we respect him, yes, he plays his role, but now let's look at the current challenges. Every year needs to be another stage. Who got that stand again? Gonna go back to that 1.5 million stadium that doesn't even have a fence on here. It's things that happen in South Africa. But anyway, we are here. We love our country. If we didn't love this country, we should not even been here. It's our home. But a big up to everyone who's been supporting the channel. There's also a rumor that Azania Masaka is joining Kaya FM. Check the breakfast show since Dineo is no longer part. Dineo Rana is no longer part of the breakfast. So it's a rumor. It's not yet confirmed. Kaya FM didn't release any statement, but it's a rumor. You never know. Rumor always becomes true. Yeah, there are lots of rumors happening. But anyway, from my side, I would say I appreciate everyone who subscribe to the channel, who stick to the channel. Stick around. We'll be dropping every week. There are more interesting things that's coming up while I'm doing a podcast revamp. In short, from the beginning of August, I've been introducing new things because we are revamping the podcast, doing changes there and there, whereby there are people that love this, they come up with the idea, they say, no, what about do this and add this and do that. That's what I'm saying. You are more than welcome to us. The email is mathezonairpodcast@gmail.com. From me, from episode number 20, I've said love and peace. I'm out. Mwah!